What is up, my Lorcana Goons? Welcome back to the Lorcana Goons channel. My name is Kevin. You're watching the Monday Market Watch. So if you like this content, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. How are you Goons doing this weekend, my Lorcana Goons? We have much to talk about, but I'm not going to take up too much of your time. Today is Monday. We do these every Monday and Friday, so be sure to stay tuned to Lorcana Goons. Set Champs is this weekend, and after that, we have the Fort Worth Challenge right around the corner. I hope you guys are prepared. I hope you've gotten all the cards you need. Starting this weekend, we're going to be able to play for the Ursula's Return Set Championship playmat and prize cards. I'm signed up for about 2 or 3 set championships, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna play more than that though. So like sometimes from what I saw anyways, a lot of people signed up for the set champs and then they just wouldn't show up, so it'd be a lot of empty spots to enroll basically the day of. Ooh, and it is a hot day in Southern California today, so I do want to get on into this market watch so you guys know what to expect at your set champs, and maybe there's some cards in here that you have in your book that you want to put in your binders. Queen's Castle is a card that we went over last Friday, and this card has just been selling so much throughout the weekend. Lowest verified today is now going to be $13.49 with shipping included by Stats, Props, Pokemon. This is almost a $15 rare now, and if you want a cold foil, you're gonna have to pay close to $20. Lowest verified is going to be $19.99 with $1 shipping by Farm TCG. There's only 12 listings left, my goons, and at the bottom of the page, we're already seeing prices as high as $27 per copy for a cold foil Queen's Castle. Now, I'm sure a lot of people will agree with me when they say this, but doesn't it feel like there's so many Ruby Amethyst players at your locals? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like everybody plays Ruby Amethyst at least one time in their Lorcana career, and I think that's why this Amethyst card. I think that's why this Amethyst card is getting so expensive. You normally play about 4 copies of this per in your Ruby Amethyst deck, and if you're playing something like Emerald Amethyst or even Amethyst Steel, you still want to maximize, I think, on the ability to play this card. And we are going in a different order this time around. I just want to talk about the popular cards from this week. Maui Hero to All selling a lot this weekend. The non-foil and the cold foil price are getting very close to each other. Just want to point that out to you guys. Lowest verified is $14.78 with $1.22 shipping. After that, that's going to be by Storytellers TCG. After that, TCG Palace of LA has you for $16. So Maui's more than a $15 rare. If you want a cold foil Maui though, they're going to be as low as $17. We have Aronson, it's a non-verified seller, 13 with $5 shipping. We have Rabbit Cards number 2, another non-verified seller, around $17. If you're going through verified sellers though, you are paying a little bit more. Shuffled Realms has you for $17.55 with $1.99 shipping. So, I mean, the fact that you're only paying about $1 or 2 more for the cold foils just tells me that the non-foil price is probably going to drop, and I do think you're probably better off getting the cold foils. Maybe the cold foil price even goes up, like Fishbone Quill or something. Madam Mim boxes are still pretty expensive. These are going to be $6 for non-foils. Game Grove has you for $5.80 for the lowest verified for your Madam Nim Foxes if you are trying to play a deck like Ruby Amethyst, and if you want this card foil, it's going to be $11.82 with $1.22 shipping, lowest verified. So about $13, almost $15 for a cold foil Madam Mim Fox. Same thing with some of these other cold foils like Hiram Flavorsham. This dude is selling for around $20 for the cold foil now. Pokehaven Cards has you for $18.89 with shipping included for your Hirams, and the non-foils are very much close to $5. They're around $3 with $1.22 shipping. Popsicles also going up in price. There's only 15 listings left for this card on the cold foil listings anyways. And we have a couple non-verified sellers here like Towering Tomorrow, Blanktuary Cards, who have them for around $5 to $6. But going by verified sellers, Max Legend, lowest verified, has you for $7.46. After that, Play to Win Games, $7.47. Almost $8 for your cold foil popsicles. And if we go to the bottom of the page, they're already hitting $9. And like I said, there's only 15 listings left, so I don't know how long those listings are going to really be up there, right? Some more trending Sapphire cards, because Sapphire cards keep getting bought out or they keep selling out. Constantly trending. There's only 13 listings left for cold foil Cogsworth's. Lowest verified is $15.23 now with $1 shipping. After that, $17.29, and after that, the lowest verified is $20 for cold foil Cogsworth. Wow, these are definitely shooting up in price. Look at this chart. They've just been going up and up these last 2 weeks, and they're almost $20 now for the cold foils. Closer to 15 today, but who knows what's going to happen? Who knows how many there's going to be left after this week? So, again, cards to definitely put in your binder. Take them with you to your set championship tournaments, and you do some good trades. Chernobog followers, check this out. There's only 4 listings left for this cold foil. Love to see this chart. Love to see how much it shot up. Lowest verified for a cold foil Chernobog followers is going to be $8.97, going by a verified seller. $9. They have 2 of them, play to win games. Or you can go through a non-verified seller like Top Dog Cards and pay $5.61 with $1.61. And then there's only 4 listings, so it's basically a $10 cold foil now after those 2. But you know what happens, sellouts do happen, buyouts do happen, and we will see like people start listing these again. But so I probably wouldn't pay $10 myself for this card, but yeah, the fact that the cold foils are selling for that much kind of makes sense. It's getting close to a one jump ahead type of vibe when those were selling for like $15-20, right? So kind of cool to see. There's definitely some demand for some of these Lorcana meta staples. Some other intense cold foils today. Flynn Rider, Frenemy. Lowest verified is $22 for a cold foil. There's only 8 listings left. A lot of these cold foil staples are getting bought out. I don't know if it's like on purpose or if it's just like there's a demand for it. There's so many players entering the game and a lot of people like making their deck shiny. So these cold foils are starting to shoot up in price. $22. Lowest verified. After that, the lowest after that the most expensive on the page at the bottom is $33.80 with $5 shipping. So they bounce around. You know, who knows what's gonna happen if all of these sell, but more than $20 for your cold foil. Wow, Flynn Frenemies. That's good if you foiled out your deck earlier in the month. Dang. I do want to go over Maleficent biding her time from the first chapter. Lowest verified for a cold foil is only $5 today, and we did see this featured in Spessie's list. He got first place at his content creator set championship event. He was playing an Amethyst Steel build. Go check out his video. I'm sure you've seen it. They're playing this card and the Bell Accomplished Mystic over here. This cold foil is selling for as low as $1.05 with $1.22 shipping, and I think this card has a lot of potential in this format and the future formats, and you'll probably even see that deck list at your set championships. It's an Amethyst Steel deck that plays 2 of these, and it plays the Maleficent biding her time as well. So those are some neat cold foils that I think are still pretty cheap today. Madame Medusas are pretty cheap today. These have been coming down in price. They're $3.99, lowest verified with $1.22 shipping, so around $5, just a little bit less. And the cold foils are definitely cheaper, no longer in the $20 range. VB Games has you for $15 with $1 shipping for your cold foil Medusas. Whole New Worlds are only about $10 if you need them for your deck for set championships. Hamex Cards and Games has you for $10.86 for your Whole New Worlds, and the cold foils are still selling for around $20, $20.99. Most recent comp right there on TCG Player. Be Prepared has been kind of seeing a lot of sales movement. Lowest verified is now $9 with $1 shipping by Plebs TCG, so around $10 for Beat Prep. That's pretty common, pretty typical. Lowest verified for the cold foil though is now $18.64 with $1.22 shipping. And at the very bottom of the page, we're already seeing prices as high as $20.10. If you do want your Beat Preps though, you can find some non-verified sellers here by like Woodshack TCG over here, $16.99 with $1 shipping. So a little bit less than $20 still if you want to go through non-verified sellers, but it's about a $20 cold foil now. Tamatoa So Shiny also kind of coming down in price. Very nice to see. No longer in that like $10+ range for the non-foil. Crispy Gaming has you for $7.50 for the lowest verified non-foil Tamatoa. And if you want cold foil Tamatoas, they're also a little bit more affordable this week. $18.94, shipping included by Mana Mayhem, less than $20. These were selling for like $30 at one point last week because the hype was like super ridiculous, right? So good to see them kind of come down into a more reasonable price range. Ursula Sea Witch as well, selling for less than $10. Love to see it. Nick the Magic has it for $8.40 with $1.22 shipping. And if you want a cold foil Ursula, there's a bunch to go around. $14 only. Astral Gaming LLC for Ursula the Sea Witch cold foil. And then along came Zeus, a really nice cold foil right now. These are selling for almost $8. Metamorphic Cards has you for $7.93 with shipping included for a cold foil. And then along came Zeus. Ursula Deceiver as well, still selling for almost $5 to $6. Bulkasaurus has you $4.69 with $1.22 shipping for your cold foil Ursula Deceivers. One jump ahead is no longer $20. It's no longer $10 either for the cold foil, which is cool. So you wanted this card a couple weeks ago, but you don't want to buy it out. You don't want to buy it during that like super hype buyout. And today might be a good day. Lowest verified is going to be $8.77. So that's by Bulkasaurus, less than $10, like I was saying. And there's a couple card non-verified sellers that have them for a little bit less, like the Card Cave, $7.54 with $1.22 shipping. Aladdin Brave Rescuer is pretty cheap. This card's extremely popular in the Bucky Steel discard deck. I see people play 3 to 4 of these sometimes. So I'm surprised that the cold foil is only $2 with $1.22 shipping, when we've seen cards like Turnabout Followers go as high as $10, right? Granted, this card just came out in this recent set, so maybe there's going to be a little bit more time that needs to pass before we see any scarcity, but I get the feeling this card is going to stay in the meta at least until next set, so buying cold foils for $2 to $3 does not seem bad. Same thing with Brawl. I'm surprised Brawl is still pretty cheap, only $2.50 and $1.22 shipping for a cold foil copy of Brawl. So I think if you can get these right now while they're still really cheap, that's really good, because Brawl is probably going to stay in most Ruby decks, I think, in like from this meta, next meta, and formats to come. This card's too good. This card's too good to be only a $3 cold foil. And last, I want to wrap up the meta portion of this video with some of our best meta cards today. Kind of coming down in price just a little bit. Lowest verified for a non-foil Beast Tragic Hero is going to be $59 today. Actually, they're still in the $60 range, so they haven't even come down. I think they were around a little more than 60 actually on Friday, right? They were like 65-ish, so they kind of came down just a little bit. Not raised, not hitting more than 65, not hitting more than 70 for your non-foil Beast Tragic Heroes. But check this out, my goons. There's only 12 listings for the cold foil Beast. As you can see here, somebody bought one for $104 today, and we have more sales for that $90 range. Now lowest verified is Wrecked MTG for $89 with 99 cents shipping. And if you go to the very bottom, we're already seeing listings as high as $100. So Beast Tragic Hero cold foils, I would say don't get rid of them for anything less than 90 this week. You know what I mean? Because there's definitely in demand. I can't believe somebody really bought one for $100. I wouldn't be surprised if we see more of that in the next coming weeks. Diablo Devoted Herald selling for around $50 still. A couple non-verified sellers if you want to get a little bit of a discount and get it for less than $50. But if you go through a verified seller, Bulbasaurus is going to be lowest verified today for $49.99 with shipping included. Rapunzel also kind of bouncing off that $40 range. Lowest verified today is going to be $37.66. There were some that were selling for around like $39.99, $40, $41. So it is kind of coming down a little bit, bouncing off that $40 range. This coming weeks we might see it come down even more. And as always, a couple more non-verified sellers have it for just a little bit cheaper. So if you do want your Rapunzels, you know, for set championships, a lot of the meta cards they're a little bit cheaper than they were last week or 2 weeks ago, right? But obviously, if you're ordering them online, you're gonna have to wait like 2 weeks before they come, you know, depending on where you're ordering it from too. So like if you live in California and you're ordering from a California seller, they'll probably get there a lot faster. You know, maybe you want to get it for like next week's set champs or something, but buying them in person is obviously a lot easier in my opinion. Maleficent Monsters Dragon lowest verified $34.98, so still around $35. And a recent cold foil selling for $69.53, $70 for a cold foil, not bad at all. And last, I do want to talk about the Enchanted market before we leave today, because there is a lot of Enchanted listings today. Obviously, I've been mentioning Elsa as much as I can in these videos because it's been coming down in price. Lowest verified today is now going to be, this is German. Lowest verified today is now going to be DBS CCG Seller. They have one for $870 with $1.22 shipping. Wow, less than $900 now. And check this out, over this weekend, we've seen a couple more sales happen. 912, 845, 850 for near mint Elsa Enchanted rares. And I guess because Elsa's been coming down in price, a lot of the other Enchanteds have been coming down in price as well. Check this out, Cinderellas are selling for $250, $262. Lowest verified today now is $298. So if you didn't catch them earlier on the weekend, these were selling for around $250 today. But like I just said, lowest verified is now closer to $300. But there is right here a non-verified seller that has it for $250. And same thing with these other Enchanted rares. Tinkerbell, less than $300 today. They've been selling for less than $300 now. Diablo, this one's super cheap. A couple of them selling for $200 for near mints for the Enchanted Diablo. I think that's actually really cheap. The lowest verified is $199 with the $150 shipping. Alice Growing Girl, this one less than $200 today, $194. Lowest verified. Aerial Sonic Warrior, this one coming down from like $270 all the way down to like $250. Lowest verified today is going to be $254 for a near mint by Health Points TCG, and plenty of sales happening for less than that, even $240, $239. So you know, the Enchanted market's kind of coming down in price a little bit because of that Elsa coming down in price. So you know, I'm not saying to get rid of the Enchanteds or anything, but whenever you know, Elsa does tend to kind of dictate the market, I think, though. But Elsa is still the chase, though. Like, the first chapter is still the first chapter, and I don't think this is the end-all, be-all. If anything, how low will Elsa go? Let me know in the comments. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. And, like, when it gets to, like, the lowest of the low, I really I'm gonna be interested in getting not only the Elsa Enchanted, but some of these other Princess Enchanted that I haven't been able to get because they've been out of my price range personally. Real quick, the Stitch playmat from the last set champs has been selling for way less. One of them sold for $235 on the 24th, so that's the most recent comp, less than $300 for that mat now. And speaking of prize cards and prizes, we have some updated sales information for the prize cards from the Disney Lorcana Challenge. Somebody purchased a foil Rapunzel top cut prize card for $4,000, which is less than, if you've been following, than what they've been selling for. They've been selling for a little bit closer to $45,000 to $5,000, so this is pretty cheap. We have a PSA 10 Dragonfire that sold for $200. That's pretty cheap. You know, eBay, sometimes you get some really good deals. The last one I saw from here was like $300 that sold for a PSA Dragonfire. This one hurt my feelings right here. Somebody the Rapunzel playmat for top 8 at the Disney Lorcana Challenge sold for $1,326, 35 bids, and it only sold for $1,300. Oof. I was valuing my mat at close to like $2,000 to $3,000. Now this is the floor here, $1,300. That's really low. Same thing with the Cinderella mats. They're selling for less than $1,000 now, $850 for the Cinderella Disney Lorcana Challenge mat was what it sold for on June 30th. And yeah, there's a couple more that happened that we covered last time, like the Cinderella top cut that sold for close to $3,000, $2,900. It's a PSA 10 actually too, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, if you're going to Disney Lorcana Challenge in Fort Worth, we're going to be there, so be sure to say hi and wish us luck. But and good luck to you guys as well on your set champs. But until then, my Lorcana Goons, we will see you guys next time. Stay tuned to Lorcana Goons. My name is Kevin. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and come back on Friday for the long version of the Market Watch with my co-host Zach Stone. We really hope you appreciated this one, and we'll see you Goons next time.